All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Let's do it. We are live on YouTube. I'm William Hawley, My City Alumni Classic. Going to reveal the rosters tonight for the 2023 event. Let's let some people get some time to get up in here. I want to play this video because maybe everybody didn't see it. This is our introduction video that we put together last year to, first tell the story of the My City Alumni Classic. So I'm going to play that and let some people get in here.
My name is William Hawley. I had the privilege of playing 4 years of college basketball here in New York City, a career that includes 2 city championships at Kingsborough Community College and all-conference honors at CUNY York. There's nothing like playing college basketball, getting up every day training to be the best you can be, building bonds with your teammates, learning valuable lessons from your coaches. But unfortunately, for all of us athletes, our time eventually comes to an end. And although our eligibility is exhausted, we still long to be a part of that environment, be on that stage, performing for our family, friends, and community, hearing the roar of that crowd. And that is the genesis for the My City Alumni Classic. This spring, some of your favorite alumni players, representing some of your favorite local institutions, will come back together and play in a series of basketball games in the inaugural My City Alumni Classic. But this is more than just basketball. This is about celebrating some of the most respected members of our community. Since our playing days, our alumni have gone on to various careers. Individuals who have taken up the mantle of saying, "This is my city," and are working diligently to do their part in making sure we live in an upstanding society. So this spring, join us for the inaugural My City Alumni Classic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the commercial we shot last year, telling the story of the My City Alumni Classic. If you don't know, it's real simple. You know, we got a lot of people who did some great things as college athletes, and after their eligibility is up, they still want to perform on the stage. They still want to be able to get out there and put on for their families. And my city is not just about what we've done in the past, but what we continue to do in the city. You know, a lot of our participants, firefighters, cops, teachers, still putting on. So my city was created to give them a place to compete and tell their story. And we're back at it this year, Saturday, May 6th at LIU Brooklyn. And today we're going to reveal the rosters, man. Let me see who I want to get in first. Yo, who we got in the building? I see there's 13 people. Somebody say hello to me. Somebody talk to me, man. Let me know who we got in here. If you don't know, the rosters are done well before you ever see a social media post or a YouTube video. You know, we put a lot of work into not just getting people that just want to play basketball, but people that want to build a community. You know what I'm saying? So we work hard behind the scenes to establish these rosters first before we ever go public. All right? TYPN, what up? Alan Smith, what up? Brittany Bond, what up? What up? What up? First roster. Let's see what we got here. See who we got here. Boom. 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 The Yellow Jackets of City Tech. They will be competing with us for the second straight year. If you saw, what's that thing I call it? What did I call it? The My City State of the Union. I actually called this team out. They have been amazing throughout this whole process as we've tried to build this event from scratch. Very professional. You know, the communication has been great. last year. They went out there and performed well. Jamal Hall was one of the recipients of our Sportsmanship Awards. He actually set the high that day for most points scored. 31. 31 for Jamal Hall. So salute to the Yellow Jackets, who we got Denal Cabbage-Stalk, Gabe Davis, Kareem Hanley, who is the CEO of Rich Threads, a clothing line that's been popping in New York for some time. Omar Mahoney, Roman Perez, who's still out there balling hard. Ryan Phillip, Hollywood. The Yellow Jackets actually have a new addition, Roger Redhead. He will be playing for the first time. So salute to Roger Redhead. Congratulations, and thank you for wanting to be a part. Ian Sowell and my guy Nate Young. Nate Young was a standout at BMCC, went on to City Tech. He's played overseas. He's doing great things, building leagues now in the city. Forget what it's called, Empire Basketball League. So the Yellow Jackets will be represented for the second year in a row. Who else we got? Cadell Stevens, what's good? Who else we got? Let's go. Boom. The Lady Bulldogs, second year in a row. What can I say about this team? First and foremost, Miss Brittany Bowen, who was in the room. A lot of people last year expressed how much they enjoyed playing, how thankful they were for the opportunity. They expressed that to me. Well, if you feel that way, I would hope that you send a salute to Brittany Bowen as well, because she's been working behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure everybody gets what they signed up for. So not only is she a participant, but she's behind the scenes working hard to make sure My City is what it is intended to be. So salute to Brittany Bowen. Thank you for your assistance. We got Megan Campbell, who is actually working as an assistant coach at her alma mater right now. Olivia Colbert, Nicole Francomano, Karen Mack. K Mack, one of my favorites. When she was a senior at Brooklyn College, I was working on the radio station, got to see her play, got to see her make a run and be crowned city champion. It's a great team. They got one new addition, Nasarima Mann. So salute to her. Again, congratulations and thank you. The ladies did a great job last year getting us started. They got in there early. I was really worried about the early start time, but they got in there and they put on a show. Priscilla Ramirez actually scored the very first basket in My City Alumni Classic history. So salute to the Lady Bulldogs. Very excited to have them back. Who else we got? The Lehman Lightning. Back at it. Very thankful for the Lightning. They're a quiet group, but they've done everything that has been asked of them. They came out there last year, competed hard, pulled off a victory after being down 9 going into the fourth quarter. And they've been amazing. Led by Gene Marcial, who is working as an assistant at his alma mater. His team just went to the championship game. Unfortunately, they fell short. But Gene has been great as far as communication, putting the squad together. Who was our MVP last year? Paris Underwood. As a young man I learned about during this process, and he showed out. 6 threes last year. Young Prince TV, Lehman, what up? Who that? Olu, that's you? My man Olu Sagun Williams, who was he was actually a student at York College. We here, Will. My God. He was a student at York College, and he went to Lehman, and was able to be a college athlete. Salute to my man Olu. He was supposed to play with us last year, but last minute his schedule changed. He wasn't able to participate. But hopefully we get him in there this year. And my man Dom Tucker, Jazaun Lang, a.k.a. Ziggy. Really like this team a lot. Chris Bowman. He was a late addition last year. His name, he was so late, like we weren't able to post his name on the roster or anything, but he came out, did his thing, and we glad we got him back. So salute to Chris Bowman. That team is great, man. That team is great. Tavon Bennett hit 5 threes. Like, they're phenomenal. A quiet bunch, but a unified bunch. And they're going to come out there and play hard, and we look forward to having them back. May 6th. My man Darrison Anthony just checked in the building. Salute, my brother. Who else we got, man? I got a few surprises for you today, but I'm going through some of the familiar faces and characters. Let's see what we got here. Baruch Bearcats. They are back. What we got here? Jason Berliner, who is going to be playing with the Bearcats for the first time. He wasn't there last year, but he is the new addition. So salute to Jason. Congratulations and thank you. One cool thing about Baruch's squad, last year they were coached by Tamer Fareed. I guess Tamer liked what he saw, and he is going to actually suit up this year. Tamer, who actually I competed against him when I was playing, and he would go on to be working as assistant in Baruch. And now he's going to play with us. Pretty cool. Clarence Amengo, who just won the city championship as the coach for the Queensborough Tigers, which is also his alma mater. He played at Queensborough, then he went on to Baruch. So that's pretty cool. Chima Ekabar, all-time leading scorer in Baruch College history. He was one of our sportsmanship recipients last year. And when I handed him his trophy, I said, yo, bro, you look good, man. You look good. I hope you're still chasing your basketball dreams, man. And that's what my city's about. Just because our college eligibility is up, that doesn't mean our time playing ball is finished. So I encourage him to keep playing. He was tough, man. Chima Ekabar, my man Granville Gittins. It was a joy to meet him and have him be a part of this process. I don't know if you guys saw last year, we did like an interview with him. Pretty cool, man. I like that dude. Go follow him on social media. He's somewhere promoting healthy living, doing push-ups, doing pull-ups, somewhere. All right. That's a pretty cool team, man. Excited to have them back as well. Let's go with my beloved York Cardinals. You know they were going to be in there. Coached by my guy, Ronald St. John. Gentleman I played for while I was at York. This squad is pretty much the same as last year, except for one addition. Right at the top, Steven Arzu. Steven Arzu was a teammate of mine. He's been a help throughout this process. If you remember, he sat at the table last year and made sure all the books and everything was straight. You know, he was kind of nursing a nagging injury. And this year he said he's ready, so he's going to be suiting up. And I can't wait to see him out there. Rashawn Bailey, a.k.a. Dread Ice, Duquan Lawson, who set the record for most assists. I think he threw 10 dimes that day. Jonathan Pryor, C.J. Reed, who is actually a Boys and Girls alum. My guy, Ryan St. John, son of a coach. The MVP, Tony Vales. Can't forget him. Put in 28 points last year. Jerron Williams, my man Rudy, who also put up 20. Aaron Wilson, the rock star. And the local street legend, Mike Woods, man. So those York Cardinals will be back. I see somebody checked in, so let's see. Let's go. This team is one I've been working on since last September. And I see one of their guys just checked in. The CCNY Beavers. Mr. France. We got Daryl France in the building. I see you, brother. CCNY Beavers. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very, very excited about this team. Let me tell you a few things. First, we got a gentleman up there by the name of Dana Warner. Okay? Dana Warner finished his career in 2003. He was the MVP of the championship game that year. Now, if you remember when we first introduced My City, I went live with a few people. One of the very first people I went live with was Dana Warner. You know, he is a name that I knew from my own playing days. And by going live with him, he helped us to establish some credibility. And when we went live, I asked him, like, yo, bro, next year maybe you pull up. He said he was pulling up to play. And he kept his word, man. So we're very excited to have him. Salute to Mr. Darryl France, who was also a member of that championship team, who has been a great help in assembling this roster. You know, after we did the live with Dana Warner, I think Darryl France learned of the event at that moment. I told him, unfortunately, we had our teams already set, but next year we want the Beavers to be a part of it. And here they are. They will be there on May 6th. CCNY is a beautiful campus in Harlem. You know, when I was playing, they had a few down years, but this is a great program. And Dana Warner, Avane, Gardine, Dana Warner, these guys are from an era where CCNY was a force, winning the championship. And it's going to be great to have that energy in the building. Because CCNY, beautiful campus, rich history. If you don't know, CCNY is the only school to ever win an NCAA tournament and NIT in the same year, way back in the days. You know, and I look forward to having them. Who else we got up here? Let's go with the Bloodhounds. The Bloodhounds are back for the second year. My man Jamar Harry was an All-American when we played. You know, great to have his squad back. Isaiah Holman, my brother, he was one of the first people to lock in this year. Salute to him. Darrell Robinson, who was at Kingsborough after me, went on to finish his career at John Jay. Anthony, my guy. Kendall Jordan. I want to give a salute to Kendall. Kendall has been very helpful throughout this process, just checking on me, asking if he could help in any way. You know, that means a lot. And I'll tell you a quick story. When we first put the event together, and I learned that Kendall was traveling from his native Florida to come back to New York City and play, I thought, wow, like he thinks that much of the event. You know what I'm saying? Like that gave us confidence. You know, that made us feel like, dang, maybe we got something worthy here. So I appreciate Kendall Jordan a great deal. And I want to highlight Vaughn Mason will be a part of the event this year. Again, Vaughn Mason was one of those guys who I went live with last year. You know, he helped us to establish credibility. You know, Vaughn Mason is a champion in the city, and I was looking for guys to help go on social media and kind of spread the word. And he was gracious enough to grant me that live. And although he didn't participate last year, you know, he too said, yo, Will, if you guys do it next year, I want to be a part of it. And God's willing, he'll be there May 6th. William Smallwood is also a member of that very first John Jay championship team. So we look forward to that championship energy being a part of my city. Who else we got up here? A few more rosters we got here. Boom, boom, boom. The Tigers. Nobody saw this one coming, I'm sure. Last year we had some Tigers, but this group is different. These are the Tigers of the Fashion Institute of Technology. You heard me correct. FIT, many years ago, had a basketball program, and they were pretty damn good. You know, when I was at Kingsborough, we competed against them. They were the number one team in the country at the junior college level. And if you go back to that commercial that we shot initially, it has some certain players in there. One of those players was from FIT. His name is Dominique Jones. Disco Damo, as they call him in the city. He was actually a guest on my podcast. And after FIT, Damo has gone on to do great things in basketball. Hell, if you was at the PSAL championship game the other day, he was honored at halftime for being a member of the United States of America 3x3 national team. They've done some great things. My man Anderson Labaz, he was the regional player of the year when we were in college. He would go on to finish his college career at Queens College. Just a lot of experience over there. And we tried to get them last year. We couldn't put it together. But here they are. And we are very excited to have them. Salute to my man David Sarandidi, who helped put that team together. Yeah, this is one we've been working on. Ricky Charles, Ant Lassane, Tariq Payton, James Simmons. We've been working on that one for a long time. C. Dell said FIT was tough, for sure. We got him, man. We got him. I ain't gonna front. I'm looking forward to that one. FIT was tough. This like a Gersh team. We've been working, man. A few more rosters. Who we got? Dang, I think we only got two more. Yellow Jackets, Bull Lehman, York College, Bloodhounds, Tigers. Next up, we got the Lady Bloodhounds of John Jay. Let me tell you how this team came about. And you guys always hear me talking about community. And I've been working as a substitute teacher at Wingate High School in Brooklyn. My guy Kayvon coaches the men's team. The women's coach is a woman by the name of Jamesia Forsythe. So I'm learning about her. I'm learning her story. And I got word that she started at John Jay. You know, if I got my facts straight, I think she's the only woman to score 1,000 points and grab 1,000 rebounds, or the first woman to do it. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I learned of this when we were already rolling with My City last year. So I approached her about the idea. She was excited about it. She showed up last year to support the men's team. You know, many of those guys were her classmates. And she said, yo, Will, we won in this year. I said, all right, let's make it happen. And she did a great job of assembling this roster. I'm not familiar with many of these women, but I look forward to meeting them. So salute to Coach Forsythe for putting this together. Cassandra Taylor, I know she works as an assistant at her alma mater right now. So that's pretty cool, you know, to have the coaches. That's the Lady Bloodhounds actually just went to the city championship, you know. Cassandra Taylor working as assistant, and now she's going to be on the court. So hopefully a lot of those current players could come out and support. Our last team, what time is it? First one to do it, I think. Anthony McLean, Jamesia Forsythe. I think she was the first person to grab 1,000 rebounds and score 1,000 points. What time is it? 10:15. Last team. We almost out of here, man. Everybody in this room, hit that like button, man. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that. Last team. Of course, it is my beloved Kingsborough Wave. Kingsborough Wave. A lot of familiar faces, but we got some new additions also. First and foremost, my man Derrison Anthony is in the building. This is my brother. He was the game's most valuable player last year, and it was pretty damn impressive because I know he drives a truck all day, and for him to be able to just show up and score 28 points, I got to give it to him. That was impressive, man. That was my guy. Started at Kingsborough for 2 years, won a city championship, would go on to play Division II basketball at Mansfield in Pennsylvania. My guy. Fernando Jordan, my co-cap, two-time city champion. Malcolm Peterkin. Tariq Alasari, sharpshooter. Antonio Bennett, point guard. Rashawn Cream. He was set to play last year, but unfortunately, last-minute schedule issue, couldn't show up. Look forward to having him in the building this year. couple surprises. When I was at Kingsborough, I always heard about these people before us. One name that always came up was Pierre Narcisse. Always heard this name. One of the best players in Kingsborough history. I never met him. Last week I was in the gym. I saw this dude with some Kingsborough shorts. I'm like, yo, bro, where you get that from? He's like, oh, I played there. Like, what's your name? He said, Pierre. I said, Pierre Narcisse? I was like, yo, like I seen a ghost. Like, yo, finally I meet you 12 years later. You know what I'm saying? I told him what we had going on. I said, yo, bro, we got to get you in the building. Said he was down. All right. Another name I'm excited about. Alan Smith. Alan Smith was one of the young guys that came along after I played. You know, he was hungry to uphold the Kingsborough standard. He now works as an assistant basketball coach at Elmont High School in Long Island. A father, a husband, you know, and I look forward to him getting back out there, playing ball on a nice stage. He supported us a great deal last year. He didn't participate. He was on the sidelines cheering us on, and now he's ready. So we are very excited about that. And another name you might see up there, Kayvon Baker. Kayvon Baker, my guy. Kayvon was a city champion with us at Kingsborough. He then went on to Brooklyn College, did amazing things, all conference performer, all region. And in fact, last year, he played for Brooklyn College, of course. Unfortunately, this year, Brooklyn won't be represented because of some injuries and stuff. So Kayvon Baker is coming back home. I know the guys will be excited to see him in orange and blue. I know Coach Ock is going to be excited to coach him again. You know, we're very proud of what he did after he left Kingsborough, starring at Brooklyn. But even beyond that, building his AAU program in the city, loyal to the game, reaching the heights of a varsity basketball coach in the city, coaching at Wingate. You know, everybody's very proud of him. And I know they are going to be excited to see him back in blue and orange. And to be honest, after I played college basketball, I was kind of done with the game. I was out. But Kayvon is the reason I stayed so close to the sport. You know, coaching at the high school ranks with him, coaching at the AAU ranks. And it was being next to him that I kind of saw there was a need for my city. You know, there's so many guys like him that's played in the city, and they still around, they still want to play on a nice stage. It was really watching him, and I'm like, yo, maybe my city can be something. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go back to the origins of our relationship, it is teammates at Kingsborough. So him playing in blue and orange is like, it's all coming back full circle. So that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the K Mello, son. Cadell Stevens crazy, man. He used to have us call him K Mello. I don't know how the hell he ever pulled that off, man. But those are your 10 teams. Very excited about them. Very excited. Next Thursday, I'm going to release the schedule and the tickets. And then April, it's just the mad dash to May 6th. Thank you to everybody that's made the decision to participate. Congratulations. We appreciate you. We're going to do our best to make sure you get everything you signed up for. And that's it, man. Have a good night.